I reckon next week for season finale, get a haircut.
Me?
Me.
Oh.
You'll never get a haircut.
Alright, so.
I might trim my beard.
What?
I trim mine.
I don't have a beard.
Get one.
Oh,
He can't.
I'm going formal today.
Oh, you got a tuxedo t-shirt?
Yeah.
Should have waited that for next week.
No, because I just wear a proper suit next week.
Oh.
Am I in the camera there?
You
Yeah,
are.
I am.
It's a good
I'm
setup.
going to be incredibly underdressed if you walk in with a suit next week.
Exactly.
I don't even think I own a suit.
Wow. Didn't you go to your formal?
It probably does. It's a 10-year-old suit, though.
That'd be pretty cool. You could have pictured
I
you
don't
wearing
think
this.
it's a suit, because I didn't wear a suit.
You must know.
I just wore, like, fancy pants and a fancy shirt.
Fancy pants.
I'm a fancy.
Fancy pants. Are we going to start this episode off?
Yes. I'm going to start off with a question that I asked last week. Again.
Okay.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Neither. Can we just... Let's just sail that boat.
Hi guys, we're the main cast. Here to avoid Adam's questions.
You're a little too close.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you're going like right into it.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I'll take the good news. No, bad news first.
The bad news first.
Yeah.
Okay. The bad news for you all. Mm-hmm. It is bad news for you. It's not bad news for everyone else, but it's bad news for you.
As in us personally?
Yes.
Why?
I watched every episode.
Well, you don't need to talk about
every
episode.
show I want to talk about.
You don't need to watch. You don't need to talk about every episode.
So you watched 9 episodes of anime?
You want the good news?
Yep.
I gave up on every show except for 2 this week.
Yes.
It killed me.
What were the shows you gave up on? And at what point did you give up on them?
So, let me regale you all with
No, don't regale. Just tell us. Just tell us what. Just answer my question in 20 words or less.
Saturday night, I wanted to watch a movie. Then remembered I had to watch anime. It made me sad. So at that point I went, no, no, I don't want to watch them. I don't want to watch them. So I was like, I have to watch something. Which 2 do I want to watch? Obviously Black Summoner.
And shoot.
And then I had a choice between Shoot, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, and The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2.
Yeah.
Devil is a Part-Timer was out straight away, immediately. That wasn't even on the table.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there was a toss-up between Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, which has provided some amazing discussion, and Shoot.
Which is your favourite?
My baby boy. And you don't give up on family. So I kept Shoot, and I watched all of Shoot.
But we're not going to talk about all the shoot.
This week's episode of Shoot, are these last 3 episodes of Shoot?
There are 3 episodes.
He watched an hour of Shoot.
Oh, it's an hour of Shoot in one sitting. It was a 3-parter.
Was it a good hour?
That means no. We need no.
It was a classic me yelling at the TV.
Was it a long hour?
It was a long hour.
Okay.
But it was a classic me yelling at the TV and yelling at Shoot. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it was a 3-parter. Like, I'm glad I watched these in one chunk, because if I hadn't, I would have gone, huh? So I watched 11 was the latest one I watched. So I watched 10 and 9 as well. So 9, 10, 11.
Woo! So let's only talk about 9.
Shoot episode 9 starts with a pretty sizable time skip. We are now at the week before the semi-final of the regional tournament.
Okay.
That is in code. It means they didn't get permission to do a part 2.
Nope.
Season 2. So now let's end the series in 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So They
Fingers
skip.
crossed.
They skip the
Oh, yes.
entire. They skip the
Let's
entire
just see if
season.
Rogers can finish this
In
recap in 4 episodes.
They skip the
time
entire.
skip to the end of this.
They skip the
Yeah,
entire.
just put a stamp on saying skip to the end of
No, just put a clock.
Ooh, the clock's ticking because of movie magic.
I'm more excited about this season, Andy, so I just don't have to hear him
Mention
talk about
Shoot. We don't
And-
know. We don't know that Shoot's finishing at 12 episodes. We don't know that
Well,
yet.
sure, but technically we should be talking about this show anyway because it's a sequel.
It's not really. It's a reboot.
It's sequel-ish.
It's a reboot, kinda.
It's
Doesn't
not.
matter. It's still not an original anime, which you specifically said original seasons only, or like first season.
And I
only.
assumed it was, but I was fooled. But at that point, I was already in. I was in too deep.
But we weren't.
No, we
Yeah,
wanted
but you're
to.
not watching it.
Well,
But I watch Overlord and Classroom of the Elite. I don't talk about that shit.
he's not allowed to.
Shoot. Episode 9.
He's gonna die on
Yeah.
this fucking rock.
We get a time skip. We've missed the entire season, like the entire soccer season, and nearly the entire knockout tournament.
Good.
It's week before the semi-finals, and the episode starts with none of that. Instead, we see how Glasses Boy met Redhead Boy. Glasses Boy.
Don't tell us how they meet because I don't.
No,
care.
but it's important.
No, it's
It's
not.
no, it isn't.
It's not.
Alright, it's so important. They showed the same scene 5 times during the 3 episodes.
Then we don't need it.
Hazel, I can summarize it in one sentence. Glasses Boy is getting bullied whilst Redhead Boy is playing soccer and loses his soccer ball. They meet up at the end of both of those activities.
Gotcha.
Okay? And then his Redhead Boy says, we should play soccer together and play forever. And then Glasses Boy goes, I love you. And then now we're in modern time. The school paper wants to write... The school paper wants to write an article on Shoot and Redhead Boy being the dream team, like the dream pair on the school team that's allowing them to win all these matches. And Glasses Boy is a little upset because it's always been him and Redhead Boy, and now Shoot's there too, and he's messing with the feng shui. He's ruining. Yeah, he's ruining it all.
Oh boy. Oh,
So-
this hurts to just listen to.
You know, I was thinking today as well. You know what? I'll watch an episode of Shoot, so then I can recap it.
Ooh. But then you realise you had common sense.
And then I realised I really don't want to watch Shoot.
Yeah.
Now I regret not doing it.
So Glasses Boy progressively gets more and more upset at Shoot because he feels like he's taking Redhead Boy away from him. So Glasses Boy goes to the school paper and says, "Hey, instead of that article about them being a dream pair, here's a scoop. Shoot stopped playing soccer at his last team because he was bossy, and nobody liked him anymore." And that becomes the article. It's just like, Shoot is an amazing player, but he's arrogant on the pitch. That becomes the article.
Is he?
No. But Glasses Boy lied.
He's jealous.
He's jealous. He lied. So,
Just
Shoot...
like I'm jealous about how people don't have to be a part of this conversation.
Shoot's like, I don't know what to
So
do.
then I write
Like,
an article going, Adam sucks
Yeah.
at
Adam
everything.
sucks at
Yeah.
reviewing anime.
Bossy as shit.
Shit.
I'm not bossy.
Can't-
Persistent as shit.
I'm persistent. When I want something, I want it, and I want to talk about Shoot.
Yeah, I agree. But you don't need to talk about the whole fucking episode.
Just let me wait. Wait, you'll be proud of me in a minute. The soccer team goes, we don't believe that, Shoot. But the whole school's a bit like, whoa, what's going on? And then Redhead Boy and Shoot confront Glasses Boy, and they're like, Glasses Boy, why aren't you being as vocal against this as the rest of the team? And they put 2 and 2 together and figure out that he's the one who went to the school paper.
How do they figure that out?
Because-
They're such a shot in the dark.
Because they, I can explain to you the intricacies.
What do
of
I
this.
do? No,
it.
I'm sorry.
This is a
I'm
lesson.
sorry.
No, I will tell you.
stop
This is a lesson you will learn.
No! I'm sorry!
They go and confront the school newspaper writer, and he tells them a piece of information that wasn't written down, and Glasses Boy knows that. And they
Okay.
basically go, how would you know that if it
Okay.
wasn't written down? And
Alright.
they figure it out.
Yep. Well, that's pretty quick.
Yeah. And then Glasses Boy goes, yeah, I did, and it's because...
I'm sorry.
It's like, yes, I did, and it's because I hate you, Shoot. You're taking away Redhead Boy. And then Shoot says, fine, I'll quit the team. End of episode 9.
Good.
Okay?
Yep.
Can I just say, do you know any of the characters' names?
Shoot's name is Suji.
Okay.
Glasses Boy is Subaru.
Okay.
Redhead Boy is Joe.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a little disappointed that you. I was kind of expecting you to go. No. What do you mean?
The
They are
school
Redhead
is-
Boy, Glasses Boy, and Shoot.
The school is Kawagama. Kakagama.
Alright,
Kakagawi.
that's too much. Too much.
Did I ask for the school's name? I
And
didn't ask
the
for your life
goalkeeper is
story.
Ayuyama.
I didn't ask for your life story.
What's the Italian dude's name?
The what?
Stop it!
The Italian dude's name.
His name is Babadaboopy.
Oh my god.
With
a capital B.
Yeah. With a
Babada.
capital B.
Oui.
We? That's French. It's C.
Loco.
Okay, that was episode. So, episode 10. Shoot hands in his resignation to the coach. And then, there's like Glasses Boy and Redhead Boy aren't friends anymore. Well, Glasses Boy still wants to be Redhead friend, but Redhead's like, no, you're an arse. I'm not gonna be your friend. You know, he's like, will you even apologize to Shoot? And he goes, no, I'm not sorry. He's like, so why would I be your friend then? He's like, because I want to be your friend, Joe. And then,
Boyfriend.
yeah. And meanwhile, Shoot's depressed and leaves, but the coach meets up with the other old player from his team that we met a few episodes back, and they're having beer at a bar. And he goes, hey, aren't you like worried that your team's now down to only 10 players in the semi-finals this weekend? And he goes, nah. Part of being on a soccer team is working on your teamwork, and this will help them work on their teamwork. And he goes, besides, I've got a plan. And a guy walks in that you only see to the back of his head wearing a baseball cap. Alright?
Not a soccer cap?
No.
There's no such thing
There's
as
no
a
such thing as a soccer hat.
Well, it's a baseball cap.
Yeah.
It's a bowler hat, baseball cap. It's a
A
short
bowler... Are they called bowler hats because bowlers wore them?
Probably.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
bocce ballers?
No.
Watch me be right.
Watch me be right about
You're
bocce
not
bowlers.
I'm waiting for the edit on this episode where he goes, yeah, he was right. My bad.
I'm trying to think what happened here. Oh, we also... Redhead Boy tells us again about his dad being the coach that let down the team. He tells it to Coach this time, and Coach is like, oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, what a scrub.
What a noob.
Yeah. And then... also I want to point out, everything during these last two episodes between Glasses Boy and Redhead Boy has been super duper uber mega gay. Like like I was sitting with Camellia and she's like doing her thing and she like looks up and goes, this is so gay.
The main cast would like to say there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. We're gonna go through the comments shortly. I'll give you a preview of one. I was going through the comments of this episode that I'm talking about, and one of the top rated comments was, I'm an out and proud lesbian, and this show is way too gay for me.
Too much.
Yes, dude.
So
Nothing wrong with being gay, but there's something wrong with being super gay.
so
We've lost.
I lost where I am. Okay, so yeah, so he explains that, and then eventually, Redhead Boy and Glasses Boy have like a one-on-one soccer thing where they're like yelling at each other to sort of like figure out their problems, and they're doing it in the rain. They're getting all moist in the wet.
They hug it out.
They do at the end. They do hug it out. But they're like yelling at each other, and it basically comes out that Glasses Boy's like, I'm better at you than soccer, Redhead Boy. But I had to be better so that you needed me. Because if I wasn't better, you wouldn't need me, and then you'd abandon me. And then Redhead Boy's like, you're not better than me, and they kind of are like evenly matched. And he's just like, I'm gonna strive to be better than you, Glasses Boy. But even when I am better than you, I'm not gonna get rid of you. You're my friend. And
So they're friends now.
Yeah, so they hug it out, and he's just like, I forgive you, but you have to apologize to Shoot. And he's like, I will. So he goes to Shoot's house and like, knocks on the door, and Shoot's like in his bed crying and won't answer the door. So then he waits out there till like midnight. Actually, it's like 9 p.m. It shows it's like 9 p.m. He's like, well, I can't stay any longer. I gotta go home. So he goes home, and then he gets there again in the morning, and he's knocking on the door, but Shoot's snuck out. And this is the morning of the semi-final. He hasn't had a chance to apologize to Shoot yet. So the episode ends where it's showing Shoot kick a ball against a wall. Like, he's like kicking it, just kicking it to the wall and getting it back. Kicking it to the wall and getting it back. And the hat guy from the bar turns up and says, wow, you're really good at soccer. I can tell that by the fact that you're kicking it against a wall. But I can show you a thing or two. And then it shows him, and we find out that he was the main character from the original Shoot. And then the episode ends. Episode 10.
I thought you said you watched 3 of them.
So episode 11. I know it's 3 episodes.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The season finale, we think, episode 12 came out today. I haven't seen it yet.
Good.
Thank you.
Shoot, episode 11. We start at...
They win or lose the game.
We start at the pitch of the semi-final,
Did
right?
they win or lose?
And it's an Olympic-sized stadium.
Did they just
Full of people. It's like watching this semi-final of a random high school boys soccer tournament is a full Olympic-sized stadium. Right?
Yep.
That's how many people are watching it. Shoot gets a lesson from the dude, and he's basically like, hey, Shoot, you're not right-footed, you're left-footed. Kick with your left foot. And so he quickly teaches Shoot how to kick with his left foot, and he's like, this is you actually enjoying soccer now. Get your little butt to that game. And he gives him a quick, swift smack on the arse, and he runs to the game.
He's blushing, I suppose.
Well, he doesn't really, but he is very touchy-feely with him. Like, he's like, the first thing he does is he runs over to him and he grabs Shoot's thigh and he starts massaging it. He's just like, ooh, yeah, this is a big, muscly leg. This is your main leg. You got... And he's just like... This is a dude, by the way, he's never met before, runs up to him, he's just like, yeah. Right in the crotchal zone, like, with his fingers.
Oh, God! I don't want to ever meet the writers of this show, because I'm like, try and give me a handshake, be like, ooh, yeah.
But then it shows...
I would like to meet him, so I can just go, why?
Yeah. So the game starts, and coach says, we're down a man. The only way we're going to win this is if you score a goal in the first 5 minutes. During the first half, they score no goals and get scored on twice. Alright?
Nice.
Because Glasses Boy keeps kicking the ball as if he's passing a Shoot, but Shoot's not there, and the rest of the team can't keep up. Yeah?
That sounds like a them problem.
It does. But then Shoot turns up at halftime, runs into the stadium, and yells from the crowd, like, guys, stop sucking. Like, I'm coming down to help. And he comes down, and the team go, please, coach, you have to let Shoot play. You have to. Because we're down, man. We only have... He's the best player on the team, coach. And they go, I know he resigned. And apparently an official resignation is a big deal, and you can't just play a game. And coach goes, boys, it's okay. And the resignation is still in his pocket. He never submitted it. And so they all grab it and tear it up. And Glasses Boy and Shoot hug it out, and they both apologize. Glasses Boy apologizes because he was actually in the wrong, and Shoot apologizes because he's like...
Sorry for stealing your boyfriend.
Yeah, no, he's more like, I'm really sorry that I gave up on soccer in the first place. I was being pathetic, and I wasn't there to support my teammates when they needed me. But I swear I'm here for you guys. Right? They hug it out. And then the match starts. First 5 minutes,
He
Glasses...
stops talking, let's hug it out.
Yeah.
First 5 minutes, Glasses Boy scores. Nice.
We
Then-
made it.
Then they play a bit more. And the redhead boy manages to... The ball goes up, and he jumps higher than the goalkeeper can reach with his arms, and headers the ball into the net. And the other team's just like... How? What? How did he do that? This is like... How did he jump higher than the goalkeeper can reach? It doesn't make any sense. And now we're in the last 5 minutes. It's 2-2.
Nice.
and Glasses Boy passes to where he's been passing the whole match when no one can keep up to. But guess who can keep up to it? Shoot can. And he charges up a shot with his left leg, because he's, finally going to be using that.
Yep.
With the training that the weird hat man gave him, and he kicks it, and he misses. And he hits the bar, not the crossbar, the side bar, the frame.
Yep.
And it bounces right back to him. And with his left leg again, he kicks it, and the goalie's just like, huh? And the ball is just in the net. Because not only does Shoot have his crazy tactic now, he also has the power because he's kicking with his dominant leg. And they win the game. And everyone goes, woohoo, semi-final over. And then Shoot confronts his boyfriend, and it's just like, you better win your semi-final match, and then we'll face each other in the finals.
Wow. I really hate this show. A lot. Because all the drama that could have been done in the semi-final could have been spanned out through this entire thing. But for some reason they're still having problems like favoritism. Yeah.
2.5 episodes, there was no soccer.
And that's normally in a sports anime, that's supposed to be the best part.
It actually was. It was the best part. It was good. They have a pretty decent soundtrack that they use. It's a repetitive soundtrack, and they only have about 3 songs. But the 3 songs they use are good. And so when there's action accompanied with that music, and they're playing soccer, it's just like, hey, this isn't bad. But they only have about 10 minutes of that. They showed the scene of Shoot, Glasses Boy, and Redhead Boy on the roof arguing about 4 times. They showed Glasses Boy and Redhead meeting about 4 or 5 times. I did notice a lot of reused animation in these couple episodes of the school day starting. It's always the same shot of the same students walking into the school.
Yeah, nice. All right.
You have any questions?
No.
I learned my lesson.
I do want to quickly go over a few comments. Subaru acting like he's Joe's girlfriend, though. Bro, if you a girl, don't react like Subaru. She ain't the one.
I don't know what any of that means.
It was like, why is he acting like he's they're together?
This went from a sports anime to a drama real quick.
Turned into a bloody history anime with all the flashbacks. God.
Communication, guys. Don't keep things to yourself, negative or positive. If you really care about each other, talk it out. Let the other person know how you feel instead of making up stuff to hurt others. That never solves anything. Poor Subaru. Joe is the only friend he's ever had. He's never learned how to manage his emotions with regard to anyone else. Hopefully things will work out for the better in the next episode. Come on, everyone. Quit putting him down when he's never been in this situation before. He was wrong to do that, yes, but don't bully him just because he did it.
That was better written than the story of Shoot.
The follow-up comment to that is, this episode's zesty AF.
That's what you should, instead of talking about the anime yourself, you should just go, and here are the top comments for this episode, and then just read the top comments, and then that can be your review thing.
Oh, it's so good. This episode is zesty AF.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great, because you can just go, so guys, this episode was zesty AF, and then just leave it.
Yo, where is the opening in this one? Literally the best part of the series. And then someone said, nah, the ending though.
Oh my god.
LMAO, gay ass ep.
How many comments are there?
62.
And how many likes are there?
186 versus 25 dislikes.
You don't need to read all of them.
I'm not, I'm going to the next episode. Yeah, top comment of episode 10. This anime is so gay.
Oh, so good.
Yo, are they like actually? Subaru gay AF. That's why he dances like that in the credits.
It's not even Subaru.
My soul left my body when I realised they were all yelling and hollering and confessing in front of the whole team. Because that's that bit where they did the one-on-one, they're screaming at each other. After that, it pans over and the whole team's like watching them from the sidelines. Oh my god, the cheese levels in this train wreck of a show are absolutely glorious. Would you like to hear the deep, insightful comment from the guy who left a deep, insightful comment on the last episode?
No.
Look, people.
He reads it anyway.
Friends can care about each other deeply without everyone turning it into a romantic relationship. Whether it's the author's intention or not, heads up, guy, there is no author. Doesn't have anything behind it. This is just written by the studio.
Yep.
Whether it's the author's intention or not, quick making assumptions. Sometimes deep friendship is just that without crossing into something else.
This guy needs to just maybe make comments for other shows that maybe people will read. Does it have any likes to it?
Okay.
Rogers is reading it.
Yeah,
here's the comment I mentioned earlier. I'm a lesbian, and even these last 2 episodes were too gay for me. Sassy dudes. Hella cringe.
Oh, yes. Alright, let's go on to the next show. Please.
Yeah,
let's go.
Keep on going.
We've
talked about enough of shoot. I feel like we've been here for half an hour already.
We have.
Okay.
I think so.
I just need to.
Stop it!
No.
Pick up your phone and throw it.
No, there's a comment on episode 11 that summarizes my feelings.
Yep.
And I feel like I need to be rewarded for coming this far.
You gotta keep talking about it. That's your fucking reward.
Yeah, the fact that we're still listening.
Shoot.
So bad.
We'll have to buy him a shoot t-shirt, I think.
I can't find any. I need to make one.
Is so bad.
I'm gonna make one. I'll make a shoot t-shirt. I'll just print something on a shirt. I don't want to watch shoot anymore.
Just go shoot, and then on the back it just says sucks. Or
Really, really bad. No more shoot.
So that's half of my shows I watched already done.
Alright.
What do you mean already done? I feel like we've been here for an hour and a half.
We can either talk about Black Summoner, which we all watched.
Yep.
Did you? Yeah. Nice. Or you can talk about one that you watched.
I didn't watch any others.
You said you watched terrible anime all morning.
I watched Black Summoner all morning and the Yakuza Guide to Babysitting this morning. That's it. That's all I watched.
Didn't you say you watched bad anime? Didn't you like the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting?
I mean, that was last night I watched that. I watched Black Summoner this morning.
Oh, okay.
You also got to think as well, when he says bad anime, 50 seconds later he goes, oh no, it's great.
Yeah.
I hate this anime so much, but it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
There's parts of it that sucks and then parts of it that are great.
The Yakuza song?
No, just like some anime that we've talked about previously.
Well, what about this Yakuza? Is the Yakuza one still as good as it was?
Yeah, I still love it. I still love this show. It's reaching the climax of the end of the story.
Yeah.
Where it's
How
just
many episodes deep is that in now?
11.
Oh, okay.
So it's got one left. But oh boy.
Why did we pick up that show instead of Shoot?
I recommended it to you guys 2 weeks ago. Neither of you have watched it. I'm telling you.
I don't have time.
I'll pick it up when...
You will love that show.
I'll
it's
pick it up when
so good.
Yeah, I'll binge it.
Yeah, it is so wholesome.
Watching Starting Cafe when the last episode comes out.
We need to also catch up on Spy Family for the next season.
Already watched it.
I know. I need to catch up
Yep.
on Spy Family.
I was thinking this. Next week, we should all choose a show that we dropped and watch the rest of it.
No.
No.
I don't want to do that.
So you watch all of Cafe.
I watched all of Shoot.
I'll watch.
No, but you.
No, you. No, how about this? You stick to Shoot.
Yeah.
No, because
You watch Cafe. I'll watch Idol.
Why do you get Idol?
That's great.
Yeah.
No, he should have to watch something other than Shoot.
But I watch so much.
You're not allowed to finish Shoot.
Oh,
You can't do that to me.
good one.
No.
Yes.
How is that content? The content is I'm sad because
we want to see an addict shivering because he's not allowed to watch
Have
it.
a withdrawal.
I will put the phone down. You can't make me.
At least let me read the comments.
I'll watch Cafe. You watch Idol. You're not allowed to watch the
I'm
last
watching
episode of
Shoot.
You can watch everything else except Shoot.
You can watch everything
Nah, I'm
but
watching it.
episode.
I watched 11 episodes. I'm seeing the end.
No, not allowed. We've decided.
Well, how about we watch the last episode of Shoot and you don't?
Yeah.
So you can do that if you want to do that, and then tell me what happened.
Let's do that.
All right, sounds good. And then what really happens is we don't say anything about the episode next week.
What we'll just say is something completely
Then we'll
different.
go-
Make up our own story.
He goes, "How was it?" And we go, "Oh, dude, it was the best episode ever. Like, you should have watched it."
Well, I can then just go watch it.
You would literally walk out the room, watch it, come back, and like, so.
Shoot.
Yeah.
As for shows,
Mm-hmm.
good segue. Speaking of stuff, we all watched Black Summoner, and it was two.
I skimmed
Episodes.
through it.
To say it was is an understatement.
I was in it.
You were in it. Oh yeah.
I'm the wolf. Alex.
Oh, hey.
That's my name.
His name's like my name.
I don't know another anime character with the name Alex.
Because it's not normal that they have Western names.
Exactly. How good.
So, episode the first episode I
I
don't
don't like it.
was they got invaded, right? Their like castle got invaded,
Kind of just
right?
surreal.
Yeah.
Remember.
I really skimmed through it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like they
They did like a training montage.
yeah,
or
there was like
something
there was
with
like a
the
training
new-
thing.
the new
Yeah.
member.
And they killed every monster in the forest
Yeah.
so that no one else could level.
Yeah, that's it. They went out and killed a bunch, and then their house got ambushed, fended them off pretty easily,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much it, I think. There
Yeah.
wasn't really any big...
Oh, we find out that the kingdom that sent, I believe it was the kingdom that sent the heroes to the other country where they were like running a slave ring.
Yeah.
The country that sent them had like a meeting at the end of the episode where they're like, we're gonna work out if we're gonna start a war or just continue being sneaky behind the scenes.
Didn't they say war?
So it looks like they voted for war because there was five generals and a king, and the king goes, "I'll let my generals decide what we do. We'll vote." 2 generals vote for war, 2 generals vote against war, and then the 5th general's not there, so they go get him, but we don't find out his vote.
I guess war.
But then in the next episode, Black Summoner is on his way to an elf village
Yep.
to protect it, and their army turns up. So I assume
They chose war.
they chose war.
Yeah.
But we find out in the second episode we watched that Ethel, her mother, was a part of this elf village
Yep.
that is now in this country. And her mother we assume it's her mother. She's like, apparently she looks identical to Ethel.
Yep.
Her mother sacrificed herself to be the Fire King Dragon's wife,
Yep.
so that the Fire King Dragon would stop attacking the village.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's like, "Whoa, are you half elf, half dragon?" And then the goddess goes, "That's not possible. Dragon blood's too strong. She'd just end up being mostly dragon."
Nice. She will be mostly dragon by the end of this.
So they're like, "Oh, it's probably the son, like someone else is her father then." Meanwhile, a big army attacks, and they fend it off easy, and then they summon a Mega S-class monster, and the little girl fights it off. And she steals Zoro's 3-sword style.
No. She didn't. Because that would imply that she used 3 swords. Like
She did use
did-
3 swords.
No, she used 2, and then the wolf used 1.
Yeah, but she said 3-sword style, 2 with girl, 1 with wolf.
It's not the same.
Mhm.
Get good, chick.
But like that fight was bad.
So dumb.
It was bad. It's like, I'm going to use my super mega move. Oh, it worked. Oh, now it's in its second form. That's
I'll just use it
okay.
again.
I'll just use the exact same mega move. Yay, I win. And then the 5th general turns up, and he's just like, "I'll fight you, Black Summoner." And Black Summoner goes,
Yes, please.
yeah. That's it. That's
Yeah.
This show sucks.
It doesn't
This
suck.
episode sucks.
It doesn't suck.
The last 3 episodes have been trash.
No, these 2 weren't trash. They were.
This episode was shit.
They
There was
weren't.
10 minutes.
You
in.
don't get to say what shit anymore.
I distinctly remember me watching this episode today, and I watched it, and they got to at the start of the episode to where they started talking about what's her name?
Ethel?
Ethel's mother or whatever.
Yeah.
From that to that took 10 minutes.
It did. It does take a long time.
I remember sitting there going, we're 10 minutes in and the story has not progressed at all.
Part of the reason why it's not progressing is because Black Summoner is doing my least favorite isekai thing, which is isekai world politics. And we got 10 minutes of isekai world politics at the beginning of the episode.
I hated every second.
I don't like isekai world politics. I don't care.
Yes, you do care.
No, I don't. I don't care. I don't know. Because they're always like, we're in Path and the country Cyan next door, that's where the elves are, is being invaded by Triton. And I'm like, I don't know where these places are, and I'm gonna forget which ones are which in like 10 minutes.
Why don't you like it in Slime?
I don't like it. I said I don't like it.
That's why you stopped watching Slime.
Yeah, I don't like it in this either. I don't like it. I forget the names of the cities, and I forget the names of the kings and all of that, and then they bring them up later, and I have to go, what are we talking about here? Which city's invading which city?
You don't have to remember, because they usually show a picture of the guy, and you go,
Kinda, but sometimes they'll just mention it, and I'm like...
And you go, okay, bad guy.
That was the problem with Slime a little bit, where they would say names, and they would never show the characters, so you kind of just have to remember the name.
They also did like nicknames in the thing as well.
Yeah, but even
so they did like King Drazov or whatever the fuck his name was the Dwarf King.
Yeah,
so
but
you go, oh yeah, I know him, the Dwarf Kingdom.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess that's why it's such a popular show, because it is complicated politics simplified.
It's pretty simple. If I can follow it, anyone can follow it.
It's just, but
it is pretty dumb book.
But the thing with Black Summoner that it's a little different, I guess, is that they spend so long on it that they drill it into your head, where you're like, okay, I know that the bad country is Triton because they said it 5,000 times in the first 10 minutes of this last episode. Okay, I know. But then it shows shows the council, like the generals, and it like flashes their name for 2 seconds, and then later on it's talking about them, and I'm like, which general was that?
They're gonna all die eventually. You don't even know their name.
I know. They're not... Like, this dude's like set up...
Not important.
This dude's like set up to fight Black Summoner, and Black Summoner's just gonna go, but you...
Yeah.
And immediately win. Like the random wolf that he picked up 2 days ago just took down an S-class monster. Like, I think he's gonna be okay.
He's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Such a dumb show.
Why do characters... Because I've just realised this as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know when someone says, can you do this thing? And the main character goes, yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
But then they'll have someone else go, no, that's not a problem. And then they have another character, easy done. We can do this, no worries. And they have another character say, yeah, no, we can do it. Why did they all need to have their 5 cents to go on?
And say we can do it too.
Why?
I don't know.
It just...
There was one funny thing as well, and it's something that isekais do when they introduce like skills and stuff. Especially, what's the matter?
I hit it.
when they introduce skills, like I get some of them, like Ethel's like imaginary arrows, right? That's a skill.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. If you have that skill, you can do that. If you don't have that skill, you can't do that.
Well, I think it's a bow skill. I think it's with the bow. Not so much her.
Yeah, no, but maybe. Anyway,
I think distinctly.
Okay, well, let's call her Fire King Dragon thing. We'll call that, right? If people touch her, she can set them on fire if she wants to, because she's got that skill. Alright? She either has that or she doesn't. They called dual wielding a skill in this episode when the girl ran out. And then the bad guy screamed, she's dual wielding! Only a hero can do that! And I thought for a second... So what happens if you pick up two swords then? Do you just go, oh, you just can't do it, it's just not possible.
Both their arms just go nuts.
Yeah, like, what do you mean dual wield it? That's the thing when they introduce skills and stuff like that. It's like, what do you mean? Like, you physically can't do it. You can fight amazing with your left hand or amazing with your right hand, but if you pick up two swords, it's game over? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe it's, you just don't have like skills for dual. Like, you know, you have, like in Sword Art Online, you have like the sword that glows, and they have like attack skills and things like that.
Yep.
You just don't get them for dual wielding.
No, because she literally was just holding two swords, and they went, "Oh my god, she can dual wield."
Yeah, I know. But she might have like abilities associated with like two swords.
Maybe
like double strike or something.
Three sword style.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but
I'm just speculating.
It just seemed like
stupid.
A strange one to be like, "Oh no, you need a special skill to dual wield."
Not even that. They should have just done the whole. She wielded two swords and then did a move that required two swords. And go,
yeah.
Oh
wow, she did like mega thunder strike.
Yeah. But she just was holding.
She was just holding two swords. She's like, haha, and they went, whoa, settle down.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And you still argue that this show's good?
No.
No.
Look, I have been.
It's better than Shoot. That's about it.
I have been so hype during this show, maybe like 3 times. But
it's
like
a fucking roll.
But I'm just I'm just like the hero. I'm still holding on to that hero fight from like 5 episodes ago, where
we're not gonna get that again.
It was so good. It was so good. I got goosebumps watching that because I'm a weeb.
I have a feeling this last episode is gonna be worse than this episode.
But listen, you don't understand. This is what I'm trying to say. The last 3 episodes were not good. Guess what? That was a quarter of the show. And that's just the last 3. Never mind the other 3 that they've had. Which is half the show.
These 3 episodes though were the Rion show. Like they've sort of been like, hey, we need to show that Rion is actually as strong as we are. And it's like, okay.
Why did you say that? We would believe you.
Yeah,
we believed you all the other times you did it with Sarah, with Gerald, with Ethel,
She's also the most.
She's also
character.
Super boring.
The wolf is more fun than
Also, we found out her class. By the way, it was in the pause screen.
What was it?
Swashbuckler.
Oh.
So she's just another sword. She's just a swordsman.
Stop trying to defend this.
I don't know what that means. Swashbuckler. I really don't know what that means.
I don't know.
No.
But it's like a pirate thing.
Yeah.
But her unique skill was like Shining Slash or something. That's like her unique skill.
Well, maybe it's just pirate in the sense that, you know, they're versatile. And
But she's also got a dog, so she's kind of like a tamer. He also just gives her it. He's just like, here, take a dog.
Yeah, because you're like, what do you think of dogs? And she's like,
I never had a doggy. He's like, well,
here you go.
Now you do. Hey, random weak ass shadow wolf. Do you want to be the strongest monster on the continent? Here you go.
Sign this pack.
Yeah.
I'll give you unlimited power.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. What's the catch? That's the thing. There is no catch.
You gotta have a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was Black Summoner.
That's it.
And that's it. So we kind of... The original plan when we did this years ago was to knock out a show each week until we got to the second to last week.
Yep.
But there was 2 shows.
Yep.
We've done that. The best 2 shows, the two longest lasting shows are Black Summoner and Shoot.
No, it's just Black Summoner.
Black Summoner.
Because if we were doing it properly, Shoot would have been knocked out.
Yeah.
Ages ago.
You know what we could do? Should we do it this week or next week?
Well, say the idea.
Why don't you say the idea first?
Hold on.
We'll quickly rank the shows from worst to best that we watched.
Sorry, say it again.
That'll all be so bad.
Yeah, but what's the worst one?
All of them.
Shoot.
Yeah, I'd probably say.
No, Yuri Deco.
No, Yuri Deco was worse than Shoot.
Oh, yeah.
No, you know what was worse than Yuri Deco?
What?
The Samurai one.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Yuri Deco was worse.
Because we got an episode with Samurai one. We got like 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yuri Deco.
This is true.
Yeah, I'll get the...
It was bad show.
Well, let's do the ranking thing off camera, so we don't need to waste...
Oh, right, and then we'll discuss that. Okay, that's fine.
We'll rank it off camera, and then we can think about it, and then we'll talk about it next week, when it's the final...
episode.
Yeah, we can rank them, and then next week we can also talk about next season.
Alright, we have a little mini episode this week. We just talked about 2, but now we have a big question. The big question of the week.
It's going to be a recurring thing.
Yeah, we're doing a question of the week, and it'll be the title. That way, we can have a clickbait title for our thing.
Yeah.
The question that I came out with this week.
Yep.
Because Alex lied and told us.
Just show the clip. don't
It's on.
Oh, also, Alex, do you have a question to ask this week?
Yeah.
Oh, I have one too.
Okay, yours. I don't know mine.
What?
I lied.
You lied?
Yeah.
Why did you lie?
We're going to try and think of one the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Why did you just lie? Just say you forgot. Yeah.
No, that would be the outro of the intro.
Oh yeah, true.
Because we've got to do our highlights.
Which anime character... In a way, I guess it's which anime character is the most underrated, but not just by the audience. Which anime character is done the dirtiest by the shows that it's in?
Gohan.
Well, here's the thing. I think there's going to be a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters on this list.
Yep.
Because that show treats every character except Goku so dirty.
Poor Vegeta.
But I think Vegeta gets the least bullying out of any
Here's
of
a
them.
question that I didn't understand watching Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Vegeta.
Yes.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
So Yamcha, okay.
Oh! he got the love he got.
He's done.
So what Dragon Ball Z?
Alex, go.
No.
Yeah. So I think personally, Ace from One Piece didn't get enough love, and another one, Rengoku from Demon Slayer, wasted potential.
I kind of see your point on Ace.
Yes.
I mean, that's more of the show did them dirty rather than.
But it's the same.
That's the same thing.
No,
dirty.
It is. But like I'm saying, this.
Done dirty's done dirty.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying there's two kinds of done dirty. Either the fans do them dirty, or the show.
How does a
dirty.
fan do a character dirty?
Tell you how. Sanji.
Swine.
No, he's not been done dirty. You can't say he's been done dirty when you don't watch the show.
No, listen.
Sanji is not the best character.
Listen. The show doesn't. No, look, the show One Piece doesn't do Sanji dirty. All right, it puts him in the monster trio.
Yes.
It gives him a mega bounty like the rest of the thing. But whenever there's discussion as to who's the strongest character in One Piece, it's always Luffy or Zoro. Sanji's
always Luffy.
Sanji's always treated as number. All right, regardless, Sanji's always treated as number 3. He's always treated as number 3.
Yeah, because he is number 3.
He's not number 3.
He is
Sanji
Yes.
is number 3.
Yeah.
How, is that wrong?
That's the thing. I don't think he should be treated as number 3.
So do you think he's stronger or weaker than Zoro?
Okay. Before Haki was introduced.
Oh my god, we're not having this conversation. Sanji, okay, I will give you that Sanji is number 3. Be happy with that.
No. Right. Okay.
So do you think he's stronger than Zoro? Yes or no?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do you think he's stronger than Luffy?
Well, no, because Luffy has his powers.
The fact that you have to think about it for that long
Yes.
means you're biased and you're wrong.
Yeah.
No, my biggest thing is, alright,
Luffy would fuck Sanji up
Alright.
in a span of 3 seconds.
take away powers.
Take away powers?
Yeah.
Like all powers?
Sanji wins. What do you mean? Sanji has pure martial arts. He doesn't have a power. He doesn't have a power, he doesn't use a weapon.
Take away all powers,
Yeah.
swords cut people.
Okay, take away powers. What's the thing? If you take away powers is harder, right? Because they have them. But you take away weapons,
But he can still fight.
Yeah, but
He's not as effective, I'll give you that.
he's also yes, he can still fight, but he can't beat Sanji with no weapons.
All right, let me just drop some knowledge on you. You can't do that to a character
Why not?
because that defeats the whole purpose of them versing each other.
Yeah,
That's like being like, okay,
take Sanji's legs away.
yeah,
No.
but yeah, give everyone a sword. Who's coming out on top, Luffy or Zoro?
Well, Luffy doesn't have to use the sword.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying. Take away his powers, give them all swords. Who's winning?
Well, Luffy's going to lose because the only thing that makes him strong is his power.
Okay, but Sanji would lose with a sword.
Okay.
Everyone would lose with a sword.
Okay, but what's more...
Yeah, but-
There's a more likely scenario is no weapons than everyone gets a specific weapon.
No, not in One Piece, because the whole thing is that everyone's different.
But that's... You can't take someone's trope, though.
No, but this is an imaginary fight.
No, this is an imaginary fight that is biased towards Sanji.
It's not.
It is, because
Okay.
you're taking away everything that makes
Alright.
someone else special, and then
But he-
leaving
like-
Sanji as he is.
But
Right.
he is a swordsman, though.
Don't
he
take
ha-
away that he's a cyborg, by the way. That's why he's so durable and so strong.
If you
Is
want
he a cyborg?
someone-
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you
Yeah.
want someone to fight and you want to know someone's who's strong, you need them at their best.
Right.
Not because you've taken away their weapon.
Okay, but I'm imagining
Or
like...
they're handicapped.
Okay, I'm imagining though the boat crashes,
Yep.
shipwrecked, they lose everything. Who's going to win that fight? Sanji.
But why would they need a fight?
I don't know. It's make-believe.
Why are they taking away their powers?
It's make-believe.
So why can... Okay,
But
so...
also, you would want to fight at your full power.
But also, why does Luffy lose his fruit, Zoro loses his sword?
I didn't say Luffy loses his
and
fruit.
Sanji's just like, I
didn't
feel
say-
great.
I didn't say Luffy loses his fruit. They lose all their equipment because the boat crashes.
Yep.
Well, you said abilities.
Yeah.
But then I was like, that's harder to justify.
Exactly.
But it's not hard to justify they lose their equipment.
But Sanji's completely fine.
Well, that's just
He
because of the
feels
way he's
amazing.
written. It's not my fault that he's amazing with nothing.
Well, that means...
He isn't amazing with nothing. He's a cyborg.
Yeah, but that's built into him now. You can't take that away.
It was built into him ever. He's a cyborg from birth.
Okay.
We just didn't know it, and that's the reason why he's so durable and so strong. And like, if you take away his cyborg part of him or his experimental part of him, he's just a dude.
Do we know that though?
He's probably as much as a dude as Usopp.
Do we know that though?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Do we, or are we speculating here?
Are we speculating that Zoro wouldn't kick Sanji's ass?
That is that's the thing. If Zoro has swords,
Yeah.
Sanji has
Legs.
legs. Fair fight.
Yeah.
Could go either way.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Zoro would win just purely because we've seen him use
Haki.
Haki
Yeah.
more effectively than Sanji can.
Mhm.
But that also is a backwards thing because Sanji also hasn't had to learn all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think he's got observation, that's it.
Because no, he's got two types. I looked it up.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. I don't know.
He came locked and loaded for this.
I haven't watched One Piece in a while.
He's locked and loaded. He's like, I've checked. Artem and
He's
Haki.
got to.
He knows.
But yeah, I just think he doesn't get the level of respect he deserves.
He gets
I
enough.
think he is right where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't
Luffy
think...
number 1, Zoro number 2, Sanji number
The
3.
fact that you consider Sanji as being number 2 is disgusting.
Why?
Foul human being.
Disgusting.
Sanji was his first mate.
Zoro.
Zoro?
Sorry. Zoro was his first mate, ergo, number 2.
Yep.
He's the second strongest on the crew, ergo, number 2.
I don't think he is the second strongest on the crew.
He is the second.
He is the second strongest on the crew.
I reckon if full power, Sanji versus Zoro, I think
But and the
Zoro
fact that
would
the
come
show
out
has
top.
set that up means that they've done him dirty.
No, it means that people like Luffy and Zoro more than Sanji.
Okay, that's my opinion. Character is done dirty. Also, Yamcha. Moving on from these shows,
Zoro isn't as good.
here's a show we've all seen. Maybe. Have you seen Food Wars?
Yeah.
Food Wars!
Characters that get done dirty in Food Wars. Basically, every single one of his housemates
Yeah.
gets done super dirty.
I wouldn't say super dirty, but just dirty.
Have you finished Food Wars?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen the latest season. I haven't seen the last season. But
I've seen enough.
Yeah. But,
I know enough.
Yeah.
But basically, when they redo like the top 10, none of his housemates.
Because they're not as good.
There's better people. There are literally 10 other characters better than those roommates.
You do realise it's a whole school.
Yeah.
Alright. And there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in this school.
Listen.
When the power of friendship doesn't work for the whole house, it's like, this is bullshit.
Listen, alright, I understand. I think they get done a little dirty.
And it'd be kind of broken if the whole 10 seats was just one fucking door.
They
look a little weird.
Okay, I think they get done a little...
Look a little sus.
I think they get done a little dirty, but what you're saying is fair. What is inexcusable... what is inexcusable by Food Wars is that I believe it's during season... Is either late season 1 or early season 2. Okay?
Here we go.
That's not a really funny joke.
Here we go.
First seat is Yukihiro Soma. Second seat is Zoro. Third seat is Sanji.
Yeah. I love how he's just gone, so what are these questions? And he's got 10.
Yeah.
He's got 10.
This is the last one I've got. This is the last one I thought of. What is inexcusable behaviour
He's going to lay it on thick.
is that they do like, not a tournament per se, but there's like a selection, right? Where like 100 students from the first year get chosen to cook dishes for like this like not like like the council, right? Not the council of 10, but like judges. Sorry,
yeah,
they get to cook for judges, right? And what we see is that most of the students who cook, because they're split into 2 groups,
yes,
most of the students who cook get scores of like 4 or 5 out of 100. Do you remember that?
No.
That little arc?
No.
Right.
Sounds so familiar.
So there's like an arc, right, where it's right before it's the tournament that ends with Yukihira versus Spice Guy versus like Bandana Boy.
Oh, that was banging.
That was banging, right? That's the final, right? The build up to that is like a group stage where they get like 100 of the first years to cook. They split them into groups of 50 or so.
Yes,
right?
I remember this.
Yeah,
and they had to sell at least like 100 plates.
That's
of food.
right, and the top 4 from each group move on to the knockout stage.
Was it top 4? I thought it was like top 10.
No, top 4 from each group.
Okay.
I believe. Maybe the top 5.
Yeah.
Regardless, the top few from each group move forward, and then we get the 1v1s.
Yeah.
Okay. And that the most of the scores, it's like out of 100. Most of the kids that are doing it are getting like 4 out of 100, 5 out of 100.
Like first years,
right? But then the main character first years come up, and they start getting like 80s out of 100, 90s out of 100.
Because they're better cooks.
Right? Yes. Listen. I'm listening. All right. Okay. I understand. All right. Now, the people who get really good scores are Yukihira,
Yeah.
Spice Boy,
Yeah.
the cousin of the main girl,
Yep.
that was on the Council of 10,
Yep.
Bandana Boy,
Yep.
and the housemates. Okay, they all get like scores above 80, right?
Yep.
And the Italian boys.
Hey, yes,
The Italian boys.
See.
Okay, and it's because they're all better cooks.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't? You know who doesn't?
Here we
even,
go.
You know who doesn't even get into that group stage? The 2 tank top boys from the house.
Yeah.
Right? They don't even get into the stage where they can cook. So apparently they're worse chefs than kids who can't even score higher than 10
Yeah.
out of 100. Why?
Because they're not good.
Because there's too many characters.
Or just the plain simple fact, they're just not good enough.
But then later down the line, during the train arc,
That was a banging arc, though.
great arc. It's a great arc. They have to do these really hard challenges because, like, it's when the evil dude's taking over the school, and he's basically like, everyone just follow these exact recipes, and then they all get taken aside and like, no, you get like super hard tasks. You get like crappy ingredients and stuff. You can't make the food. But they all manage to band together and cook like amazing, right? Like, there's like groups of 4, and they all use their best skills and make a dish that they couldn't have done individually, but they can all do together. The tank top boys, past that, that's way harder.
Better in a group
training
environment rather than.
Why didn't? But there was. They could have literally just. It's two extra characters. They showed like 12 cooking dishes. It's like 2 extra characters. They could have just been down there, got a 79, and it's like, wow, you're also really good. Why did they do that to them? What?
That's such a nitpick.
Because they weren't good cooks.
But they were good cooks.
That's such a
They
nitpick.
obviously weren't.
No, but they were.
Above.
No, but the only way you get into the house is to be a good cook. You have to be a good cook to get into the house.
So hold on.
But the first year's got in and they got below 4. Or below a 10.
No. The house that Yukihira stays in.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, you have to cook an amazing dish to get into that house.
Well, you have to cook a good dish.
So wait, so the fact that they're not in the house isn't just
No, they are in the house.
Yeah, the fact that they are in the house is
So
why
didn't the school recognize their skills enough to give them a
they
chance?
weren't good
because
enough.
they probably
They were good
forgot.
enough to get into the house, but not into the competition.
And I think that's the show doing them dirty.
Or maybe they're just bad cooks.
They're not bad cooks. They're good cooks. The show establishes that everyone in that house is a top tier amazing chef, but forgot about these two.
Or maybe they were just forgettable.
That is such a nitpick, dude.
It bothered me on my original watch and my rewatch.
Rogers is a sucker for people in tank tops.
It was just
love boys.
It was just
favorite character.
Yeah, you're my boy.
it was just a moment of, well, that's unnecessary. Why are you
Poor guy.
doing that?
I'm just looking through some shows to think of a character that's got done dirty.
Anyway, this conversation. This is. I don't know how much of this to include.
All of it.
We talked a lot about Dragon Ball Z.
I think we should cut most.
We talked a lot about Dragon Ball Z.
Cut most of it.
You know what I
or
might
all
do?
of it?
You know what I might do? I might do an episode 0.5 of and like cut out a Dragon Ball discussion and be like, if you care about a Dragon Ball discussion,
Yeah, watch us rant about Dragon Ball Z for a
Yeah.
little bit. That might be a good idea.
which so seeing as we're gonna do that while he's doing it,
Asuna from Sword Art Online.
Ooh.
She kind of just became
She...
the damsel in distress. Or like, she didn't. Nothing happened with
Not
her.
the damsel in distress, but she gradually just became a love interest.
Mm-hmm.
so she was badass when they introduced her.
Super
and then-
badass.
Super badass.
Yeah.
And then she sort of just migrated into just a love interest
Yeah.
that could fight.
See,
Or could
that's-
hold her own.
Exactly. That's what happens to Yamcha.
So back to the question again.
Sorry, yeah.
Yes,
These are all going in our point.
Well, it's kind of hard because what you've done is I bring up a character and you go, oh,
And this character...
and I go, oh, that reminds me of Dragon Ball Z.
yeah. What about?
So who do you think was the character who's been dirty? I've got 18 of them.
Yeah. All of them are from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Yamcha.
Name one character. He starts just like so. Show I think got done really dirty. Is
So I show...
Mystigan from Fairy Tail.
That's a good. Did you watch that? Did you watch Fairy Tail?
Yeah.
Mystigan got done
That's a good one.
super dirty.
That was a good one.
Yeah. And not just Mystigan.
Grey.
No, Grey gets to keep powering up.
I mean, Grey before the end.
Both versions. Was it Gerard? Is that his name?
Gerard, yeah.
Both versions of Gerard get done super dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
Yeah, so, speaking of Fairy Tail, the Lightning Dragon guy, what's his name?
Luxus.
Laxus. He gets done
He
mega
gets
dirty.
No,
mega dirty.
yeah, but like in the later seasons, he like granted he is more of a mental development than a physical development, which is good. That's what Fairy Tail does good.
Yeah.
Where like he didn't get stronger, but he got stronger in his mind, where he like put morals in front of his own power by the end of the show.
Yeah, but what I mean is like when I say characters done dirty, what I
They
sort of
just swept under the rug.
what
Yeah,
I
that's
sort
true.
of mean the best way to describe it is what characters does a show go? The villain has to. These guys can never beat the villain.
They have to overcome the villain
The-
only
the-
for the villain to become stupid weak.
The villain has to beat these guys to set up how strong the villain is.
Elfman.
Right? Elfman's a good one. Like
that's
like someone would always beat Vegeta or Piccolo to go, whoa, they're really strong. We need Goku.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Elfman's a good example. Like Elfman would never beat the villain.
Yeah.
The villain would beat Elfman to go, whoa, we need Natsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and I think Loxus would do that.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't do that with Grey. They don't do that with Grey or Urza. They do
Not
sort of
not
give them...
Gajiel either.
Or Gajiel.
Yeah.
Gajiel wasn't done dirty.
No, Gajiel...
no.
I'd
That's
say he was the opposite of
I
done
think
dirty.
they do a really good job with the dragons at keeping them
Yeah.
all like the same level.
Yeah. Sting and Rogue, kind of.
They got done dirty.
They
Sting
got
and Rogue
done
got done dirty. They got done mega dirty.
My
They were
boys.
versing Natsu and Gajil, which were like
Yeah.
Yeah, but then in like,
But then
the
once
final
they-
series,
they're
like,
they were up against plot armor.
But they go.
Yeah.
No one can win
You're
against
on
plot
our.
armor.
It's like you're on our level until the next arc where we'll never catch up to you again.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't like it when shows.
Well,
do
Sting
that.
and
I
Rogue were
hate
like,
that.
they were fighting plot armor, and then they put a crack into the plot armor where Natsu could be like, yeah, you're fucked. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they did.
You know who got done dirty in a slightly different way from Fairy Tail?
What?
The guy who was the guild master before the old man.
The tree dude?
Not the tree dude. He was never the guild master.
The tree dude?
The
No,
tree dude was never the guild master.
no, he
What?
was. Tree dude was.
No, he
He
wasn't.
was the second one.
What? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. There was the first master,
Yep, Mavis.
Mavis. Then there was the eye patch man.
That was a third.
Tree dude was never the guild master.
You know, I thought the tree dude was.
No, tree dude was never the guild master.
I could be wrong.
It was.
I think he was a council member.
Yeah,
One of
maybe.
the 10
He was one of the 4 great sages
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But like no, it was first master. Then
Yep.
it was eye patch man. Eye patch man got done dirty.
Well, he turned himself in. Unless you really read, yeah, from the big
Yeah.
tree saga where they had the time skip.
He turned
He
bad
turned-
man.
yeah, the fact that they turned him evil, I think,
Yeah.
did him
Well, they-
super dirty.
Well, when you've told me the reason why he won.
I know, but there's look.
They never explains it in the show.
That's the thing. You have to look into and get into fan theories as to why it's fair that he turned evil. Because basically, what we summarized was Mavis got locked in the stone. He had to step up and be guildmaster, right? He'd been her one of her best friends, her allies, the entire time. And when you first meet him, he's like obsessed with black magic, right? He's like using dark magic.
Yeah.
And basically, the conclusion I came to was the reason he's obsessed with black magic was because he thought that's the only way he could get Mavis out. So he started looking into it for the right reasons, and then black magic, just by its nature, corrupted him and turned him evil.
Like the dark side of
But the show
Yeah.
doesn't explain that. The show's just like, hey, this guy, he's evil. Here he's in Fairy Tail Zero, and he's really good.
Yeah.
There's no explanation as to why he turned evil unless you fill in the blanks yourself.
Yeah. Further did Mavis pretty dirty in that show as well.
No.
Near the end. Near the end.
I've not
Come
seen
on.
the end.
Then you can't say no!
Alright, maybe they did. Maybe they did. But I think he got done dirty. I think Loxus's grandpa got done. No, his great grandpa got done dirty.
Yeah.
Where he's just like there and then suddenly gone. Now he's just dead.
Yeah. It's true. Did you watch the end of Fairy Tail?
Oh, I can't remember.
I was gonna say you would have hated it distinctly because
no,
it's
that's
very
a-
like childish. It's very
That's a
like
good- someone else I think gets done dirty is John from Attack on Titan.
I don't know who that is.
John from Attack on Titan.
No.
John?
no. Sean.
Jean.
Okay.
Jean.
He's the one. He's like Aaron's rival when they're in training together.
The silver-haired dude who has a crush on
Misakai. In
Mikasa?
in the latest season when he's the guy in the hat. He always wears a hat.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't watch Attack on Titan.
He did. He just doesn't remember. The fact that you don't remember who he is proves that he got done dirty.
Yeah, because he's like a main dude in the last season.
He's like he's one of the guys that's set up to be on the level of the main characters, but he's always the guy who gets beaten to show how strong the villains are.
Sean. Is it Sean? Are we talking Sean?
Jean.
Sean.
I think Jean gets done dirty and it's underrated and it's not fair.
Yeah, this guy.
People are always going to get.
Also,
This guy.
that guy.
Oh yeah.
Also, they
Wait,
ruined.
looks
Also,
like
they gave him terrible hair.
They gave him really bad.
They gave him really bad hair.
I got better haircut than that.
Oof.
And I don't even cut my hair.
Are there any characters in Naruto that got done dirty? Because Naruto,
10-10.
Oh, no one watches Naruto.
he does.
Yeah, but I was like 5 years ago.
But yeah, what I'm saying is characters that got
Josh
done.
Boruto?
No.
Okay.
No.
Characters that got done dirty.
See,
They were.
that's how you answer a question.
10-10, Sakura, Neji, Rock Lee.
But these are
Did you just say broccoli?
Rock Lee.
No, Rock Lee.
Are these like in between though? Boruto
These are
and Naruto.
no. These are all characters that you just like. they have to be defeated for
Naruto to beat them.
Yeah.
Because it's always Naruto or Sasuke, right?
Sasuke!
At the end, it was Naruto versus Sasuke. Sasuke's evil through the entire show until the last 10 episodes.
Yeah, but he's always on Naruto's level.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the other characters have to lose. You know who gets... And I think...
who did the pink-haired chick end up marrying?
Sasuke.
Okay.
But he's never around. In fact, he's never around so much that he didn't recognize his own daughter and tried to kill her.
Classic dad.
Yeah.
I think that most of the class from My Hero Academia get done super dirty.
Yeah.
Because they are... The UA is meant to be the top hero school in the country, at least in this side of the country.
Yeah.
The side of Japan. And so to get into that, it's like super prestigious in itself. But unless you are Bakugo...
How many characters have been done dirty? All of them.
All of them.
have been
Literally,
done dirty.
unless you are Bakugo, Todoroki, or
Unless you're the main character.
Deku,
Yeah.
they're like...
Done dirty.
Yeah,
Very good at
1000%. If there's ever a villain attack, you need one of those three to turn up.
Yep.
Otherwise, you can't do it.
You're dead. It's like saying all the main heroes in My Hero kind of done dirty a
No,
little bit.
a little, yeah. You know what? You're right. Because they set up that being a hero is like the most prestigious thing you can be. Even being even graduating from a hero school and being a sidekick, right? It's like to be.
It's like being transferred to the Knicks.
You have to be
and
like.
then when you're a hero, you are the Knicks.
You have to be. The Knicks suck. What are you talking about? You have to basically get a government license to be a hero.
Yeah.
So to be granted that government license is like you are the best of the best to get it. Nearly every hero in the show is weaker than Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku.
Because they're not the main characters.
Exactly. It's a lot of plot armor in My Hero.
Have everyone
Except
at the same
Snipe.
level, because then
But
everyone
why
is
have-
not special.
But then,
Except the gun dude almost kills the main villain within like 3 bullets.
That's like having One Punch Man, but everyone is as strong as One Punch Man.
no, it's not.
Speaking of
Dumb
one,
of a show would that be?
One Punch Man, where every other character is pushed to the side. And
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
One
no.
Punch Man, but every hero in the Heroes Association can also beat
But
enemies.
the
with one
bad
punch.
guys can't beat the enemies. The kids aren't meant to be able to beat the enemies.
I would like to say Stain got done dirty a little bit.
Well, if they
No,
can't defeat
Stain-
all the
Stain-
enemies, then they're all gonna fucking die because they're just kids, and you can't kill kids.
I don't know. I think they
Oh,
built
they
them up.
Tried in Skyrim.
I think they built up the idea of. I think what I'm saying is rather than the individual heroes being done dirty,
I think that's my best joke.
That's really good. I can't kill kids. I tried in Skyrim.
I think that the concept of being a hero was done dirty.
Yeah.
It's the end goal, but these guys are obviously way stronger than them
To
already.
be fair, it is a big point in the manga of
What
My
is?
Hero being like a hero
And
doesn't
the
really
dude
mean
also
much.
wears a rabbit suit. The main character.
The first costume he ever wears.
He
it
doesn't.
looks
He
like
doesn't
Oh,
deserve to be.
right,
he doesn't
yeah.
deserve to be.
You know who got done dirty from Dragon Ball?
And I'm gonna go back to One Piece for a little bit.
Please.
Brooke, and Frankie,
Yeah.
and Robin.
Yes.
Anyone that's not a part of the main three and not the latest character. Thank you.
I would say I'm not seeing a lot of One Piece. I say I've not seen a lot. I've seen like 300 episodes of One Piece, right?
So
but
no.
in comparison to how much there is, I've not seen that much.
Nope.
What they did to
You
Nico.
haven't seen the time skip either. have
No,
you?
what they did to Nico Robin, right, and then sort of what they do to every new character they introduce.
They also whitewashed her.
What?
She's a lot less tan now.
There's Chad. She was like a kind of Egyptian.
Yeah.
She was like.
Wasn't she from Abudashi or whatever?
No,
You're gonna say Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
What's the
No,
country
she was
called?
from
Alabasta.
Alabasta.
No, she was not from Alabasta. She lived in Alabasta.
She was in Alabasta.
But she was from a place that just got bombed the shit out of
Jesus.
by the government because they knew secrets.
much higher?
But what One Piece,
And then she was really tanned pre-time skip,
yeah,
and then after
Time-
she was white as fuck.
Like
She made you look tan.
and like Zoro was kind of whitewashed a little bit.
A
Little bit.
Yeah, he lost his tan a little bit too. Huh?
Yeah.
Luffy gained a tan.
Yeah, he turned Brazilian for real.
Yeah.
nice. But
Smooth, silky rubber Brazilian.
but what
Thank you.
what One Piece tends to do, what I've noticed anyway, is set up a character as super badass, right? Now I remember at no point during the Alabasta arc do they even touch Robin, right? She is.
I mean, no one really knew about her.
No, but they fight her a couple times, and they don't even lay.
No, they don't. They don't even fight.
Don't they?
They have a couple interactions.
Because
that's
like
about it.
the thing about Robin is that she was so scary because Vivi was terrified of her. They were like, it was Miss All Sunday, and like she was like, she's so strong, like she's terrifying.
Okay.
They never actually fought her.
No.
It just
No,
it's like
no one actually fought her.
it's just she seems
Yeah.
like super hyped up, and then joins the crew, and then is like useless.
Here's the thing about I've watched One Piece quite recently, and that was the thing where I was like, pretty sure they fought Robin, and Robin was kind of a big villain, but no, it was like
they didn't fight
Robin
her at
was
all.
mentioned to be really strong, and then she actually saved Luffy, like 40 episodes later from Crocodile after they thought he died, and then she just was on the ship when they were leaving Alabasta.
Well, Luffy was poisoned.
Yeah,
Because Crocodile found out her true intentions, stabbed her,
that's right.
gave Luffy the antidote to the poison, and she just said, "Oh, okay, the temple's collapsing. I'm gonna die here anyway."
Yeah, and
Luffy obviously gets up and goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna drag you."
then he was like, "Shut up."
"Yeah, shut up, bitch," and walked off, and then they end up just on the ship anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
We've been recording for 2.5 hours.
What?
Yeah, because you don't shut up about fucking.
No, I started that like that was the first time that was turned on.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, I had a heart attack then. I was like, oh my god, I gotta watch this.
No, you just gotta cut it when you go. So Dragon Ball, and then you cut that part out.
Yeah,
and
just yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta find where we stop because we've started.
No, not we.
Yeah.
No, not we. You have stopped started.
This is your own fault.
Is there anyone else who's done dirty?
I think we've covered more than enough characters.
I had like 5 examples last night, and I can't.
Yeah.
What do you mean you've had 5? You've been through
You've
15.
said 5.
I had 5 different shows,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
but I can't remember.
well,
any
that's
of
alright.
them
I think we've done
I'm proud of
enough.
us.
now. Who do you think's done dirty? Let us know.
Dan.
That's the perfect end. That's the perfect.
I take it back. That's my best joke.
Yeah, that was an amazing joke. Hey yo, what up? I'm super sick, but I'm gonna lay down a fat beat. Yo, yo, dreaming, don't give it up, Sanji, cooking, you're so awesome, Sanji, kicking, you're the bestest, Sanji, eyebrows, don't give it up, 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 yo, how the story goes, we found out about an ocean in the Grand Line, there's no doubt, the pirate whose eyes on a hill sing, I'll be the world's greatest chef, yeah, I'm gonna be king. Yayo, uh-oh, his name is Sanji, that's Black Leg Sanji, king of the chefs, yeah, he's good at kicking, how did that happen, yo-ho-ho. It's actually a tale involving multiple tragic backstories, several of which involve childhood mistreatment and neglect, as well as one in particular that focuses on a shipwrecking in which his mentor lost his legs. Combining this hardship with the fact that he now has one of the most stressful professions on the planet, a head chef, the fact that he's come out with only a, admittedly less than ideal smoking habit, is something that we should respect in the man. His name's ZORO, he's just like a samurai, but he uses swords, which means he's not as strong. Relying on weapons is technically a weakness, and we don't count haki, cause that's just cheating. Yayo, uh-oh, his name is Sanji, and he's the best character ever in the whole show. Yayo, I'm in love with Sanji.